Manually scheduling your calendar can be a hassle, and it's easy to make mistakes. Google Calendar is one of the most popular and powerful calendars available. It is a great way to stay organized and on top of your schedule. In this video, I'm going to show you how to share Google Calendar with others, create events, and much more. So if you're ready to learn how to use Google Calendar, let's get started.
Today, we'll be using Google Calendar, but there are other alternatives like Microsoft Outlook and Calendly. First thing first, if you're not on your Gmail account or your Google Calendar isn't opened, go to your browser and type calendar.google.com to access Google Calendar. Alternatively, if you're logged to your Gmail account, click on the Google app icon in the top right corner of the page and select Google Calendar. Once you are logged in, you'll see your calendar with the current day. If you want to navigate into other days, weeks, or months, you can. If you want to navigate to other days, weeks, or months, then you can use this arrow at the top of the page to access. So, for example, I've selected days, so if I want to go to the next day, I'll just click on these arrows, or to go back, I'll click on the other arrow. If I want to navigate on weeks, then I can click on that, and then you can move on weeks for months, or you can also choose yearly depending. So let's go back to days. So this is how our calendar will appear. So the next thing you're going to discuss is how to access your uh, client's account. So for example, once you've acquired a client, how will you access their Google Calendar? So to access your uh, client's Google Calendar, um, for them to share their calendar with you, they can do the following. First of all, tell them once they are in their Google Calendar to go to settings. So once they are in the settings, they should select a calendar they wish to share with you. For example, if it's that calendar, and then select share with a specific people or group. So here they can add your Gmail account. For example, if you are Sharon, they can choose the kind of permission they want to give you. There are different permission according to uh, what they're comfortable about. Either you see all the events, make changes to the events, so, or make and manage sharing, or yeah, whichever they are comfortable, and then they send. So once they send, you receive an email notification with a link to add your client's calendar to your Google Calendar. Click on the link and click on add calendar. Your client's calendar will be added to your Google Calendar. Once you have access to your client's calendar, you'll be able to see their schedule and create events on their behalf. You can also set up notifications so that you are alerted of any upcoming events or appointments. Likewise, you can also subscribe to someone else's calendar. So to subscribe to someone else's calendar, just come here and say subscribe. Add whichever email you want to subscribe to. Maybe say like Sally. Maybe you say this is the one you want to subscribe, and just put a simple message informing the person why you want to subscribe to the calendar, and send an invite. So once the person gets a notification, he can choose to accept or decline your request. So the next thing you're going to check is setting up time zones. So to set up, since you'll have different clients, you might find clients with who are not in the same time zone as you are. So to set up time zone, just go to your settings, and here we'll find time zone. So to add different time zones, go here to the work clock, and here you can add different time zones according to where your client is. Maybe, yeah, just different time zones. If you have different clients, you can just add their time zones there. And also another thing you can do, maybe if you have like just like one client, then you can decide to display their time zones together with yours. In that way it will be easier to know their current time with yours and compare it. So to do that, just go to time zone and select this one, display secondary time zone. So you can add a secondary time zone of where your client is. For example, let's say it's Hawaii, you can just add it. So once it's updated, when you go back to your calendar view, you'll see your client's time zone besides yours. So for example, if your client has a meeting at 9 a.m. his time, maybe your time is 4 a.m., you'll be able to see the time difference there directly, and this can be viewed on your calendar. You can see that specific time. The other thing you can do is to schedule an event. So to schedule a new event, click on the create button, and then click on events, and then you can click on more options. So we can schedule like maybe a new event. Let's create a mock event. For example, we can give it a title like weekly team meeting. Yes, give it just that title. Maybe you can come here and add a nice description like this is a weekly meeting to discuss the team's progress, goals, and any challenges that we are facing. And let's just add like event notes. Please come prepared to discuss your progress on your current project. Can also say like bring any questions or concerns that you have in the meeting, and if you are unable to attend the meeting, please let us know in advance. Maybe just to make it presentable, you can put bullets and bolden this here. So you can add your guests. Maybe your guest is Simon. Yes, add your different guests over there, whoever you want to invite. And once you've done that, you can choose, like, maybe let's say it's 24th. Maybe let's say it's starting at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and maybe the time zone, maybe your client is Bolivia time. Say okay, and then you can save the, maybe just, you can even color code it. Maybe I'll give it a bright color that can stand out. You can even set notifications. Maybe 30 minutes before time you receive a notification, or maybe 10 minutes you receive a notification. And you can then save the events. I won't be sending to clients. And then now the event has been created. Can't remember when we set, when was it? Just check the monthly view. Here is the event. It's 24th. Here is the event. You can see it's there and it has a bright color. So that's how you can set up events for your clients. So basically you can do a lot of things for your clients with calendar management. So maybe you can check your client's calendar regularly for any changes. This may include events, rescheduled events, or maybe cancel events. If you see any changes to your client's calendar, be sure to update it immediately. This will help to avoid any confusion or scheduling conflicts. You will also set up notifications for changes to your client's calendar. This way you'll be alerted to any changes as soon as they occur. So additionally, here are some tips you can take while keeping your client's calendar updated. You should be proactive. Don't wait for your client to come to you with changes to their schedule. If you know that there is an upcoming event, be sure to update their calendar in advance. Be organized. Keep track of changes to your client's schedule in a central location, such as a spreadsheet or project management tool. This will help you to stay on top of things and avoid forgetting to update their calendar. Communicate with your clients regularly. Keep your client informed or any changes to their schedule, and make sure they are happy with the way that you are updating their calendar. So by staying on top of your client's schedule and making sure that their calendar is always up to date, you can help them to stay organized and productive.